What's going on, guys? It's your boy Maxwell's, and today we're back with session number 5 of our Road to a Million here on PokerStars.com. Today we're buying for 10K, fellers. Same as last time. I think today we're gonna play a little bit more conservative and less reckless. But this is the second pocket pair that this man has had, so hopefully we get some good action today. It seems as though we have a decent stack coming into the session. Here we go, guys. Hand number 1, we got Ace 9 of Spades. I like it. Prettiest card in the deck, the Ace of Spades. So we're gonna raise. First hand we come into, we're gonna put in a little raise, 300. 300 works for me. We are stuck in between two bigger stacks, which isn't a big deal, but the stack to our right will try to bully us around, so just be mindful of that. You always want to pay attention to what the people on your left and right do, because you're always going to be in the blinds with them and or on the button with them, so always should pay attention to how much they have, and just pay attention to their action, watch what hands they play, know how many hands they play, and all kinds of that stuff. So we're going to fold here because those are all red cards. Alright guys, we're in the big blind with King Jack of clubs. We're definitely going to put in a raise here. We're going to raise to 400 only because there's only two people in the hand. We won't have position unless this guy folds here, but he did call, so he might call here, and we did get another fold. Wow, we hit a really nice flop here. Any club will give us a flush, a king high flush, and a queen will give us a straight, so of course we're going to bet again. We're going to bet big to 550. If this man has anything, he's going to call. So we have pair to jack here, which isn't the best, to be honest, because if this man was calling with an ace, he's definitely have an ace here. But we do still have outs, so I think we're going to check raise. That would make things interesting. Check raise is 1500. Hopefully we hit a club, or even a king or a queen would be nice. So he calls, and a complete blank on the river. So we're going to have forced to check here. I can't. So he did have the ace. Alright, so there's your basic situation. A little check raise, try to be tricky, didn't work. We didn't hit our club, but we did have a jack. So we didn't want to put any more money into the pot because we knew we were losing. Because the man had an ace. Ace 8, interesting. Definitely going to remember that hand for sure for the future. Just things that you should be paying attention to. 8-7 offsuit on the button. We're going to raise 300. Trying to be a really active player right now. Person to our right, we haven't seen, well, I've seen him play a couple hands, I've seen him fold. We flop 2 pair here, which is nice. If he checks here, I think we should bet, but bet around 400 and see where he's at. 10, 7, 8, 2 diamonds. He might just fold, to be honest. If we see a re-raise, we might be in trouble. But we just pick up the pot there, which is fine. Jack 10 offsuit in the hijack, which I like. I like that. 10 jack in the hijack. So we got a couple calls. I definitely think we should put in a raise here. 300. We're raising a lot of pots, guys. Remember that. It really, like, the action that you get really depends on how many hands you play and how many raises you make. So always keep those numbers in the head. We're gonna go ahead and call, of course. We flop a 10 here. Ace 10 deuce. Not the best flop. We do have middle pair, and I can definitely see someone, because somebody re-raised, I can definitely see somebody having an ace here. Everybody checked it down to the button, and it'd be pretty sick if he had an ace again. So he's going to bet 800. Get a call, and most likely a fold. So what should we do here? I think we should fold is what we should do, because we're behind, obviously. So I guess we're going to fold. Yep, that man did have an ace again. So good fold for us. That guy went all in and lost all his money. 10-4 offsuit. We're just going to fold that. Blech. Gross. Alright, we're in the big blind with 8 deuce. We're definitely going to raise here because there's not too many people in the hand. Everyone's just flat calling. So we're going to raise. We have been raising a lot, but the thing is we've been raising a lot, but we've been folding in because we just don't have the best of spots, and we can basically say what the people have in their hands. We got 3 callers. King Jack 7, 2 hearts. We're going to bet again. We're going to bet big, 700. Just to see if anybody has anything. Obviously, we raised pre-flop, so we're repping a big hand here. Anybody will call if they have a pair or draw. So those are things to look out for. The spot called behind us. We'll see if the button throws in a re-raise. Already, it's not looking good. But sometimes it is good to bluff just to see where your opponents are at in the hands. So we got to fold. So wow, an ace of hearts on the turn. We're gonna bet. Actually, we're gonna check. We'll be sneaky. Play it like we have the flush right now. Let's see what this man does. If he was chasing the flush draw, he would bet big here just like I would. He bets pot, which probably means he might think we're weak, actually. I think we're forced to fold here, guys. We'll never know what that man had, but we'll just keep this hand in mind, of course. Ace 3 offsuit in the small blind. We're probably going to complete for 50 here. Man, we can't catch a flop today. That's why I'm trying to bluff at these pots, because if you aren't catching flops, you best be bluffing. Holy crap, as I say that, we flopped the nuts. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to check. We flopped the wheel, guys. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. We have flopped the wheel. That's crazy, as I was saying that. So if anybody bets here, we're going to re-raise, obviously. It really just all depends on how many people call. I don't think we should call. So that man raised us. And he has a lot of chips. I think we should re-raise a lot. Especially if these people call. I think we should go all in, actually, because of the diamond draw is there. I don't think we should call. I think we should be either raising or raising all in. Because of the people behind us, I think we should raise all in. So we'll see what happens. We'll probably get all the folds all the way around. Back to this man. And if he really does have anything, most likely a diamond draw with the ace of diamonds in his hand is probably what that guy raised with. And he folds, so we pick up the pot. Nice. Okay, so we got 3, 4 spades in middle position. I think we'll throw in a raise. 4 high, throw in a raise. Why not? We'll probably have the blind call here, depending on their range too. We didn't flop bad, actually. A 6 will give us a straight, plus we have a spade draw. Of course we're gonna call. Why wouldn't we call with that draw? I can definitely see these people playing a 7 here. Okay, so we have just added a river flush draw, and I think we're gonna bet at 2. We're gonna bet 2,000. A little big bet to tell this man that if you don't have a hand, you need to get out. Of course, he will call if he thinks we're bluffing here, but if he has a big hand, which he doesn't, he'll just fold here, and we pick up that little pot. Hey, look at that chip stack right now, 7, 7, 7, 7, and we have ace king. So what's crazy, guys, is that people think we're like raising in a lot of hands, which means we have like nothing. But when we raise with our big hands here, like ace king, people will think, you know, oh, he's just raising again because he's going crazy, but with something stupid. But no, we have ace king now. We have a big hand, and we might get a call or two from this guy or him. Actually, I could see him calling us here, depending on. Nope. So we pick up a little pot with ace king. Alright, queen deuce clubs on the button. Everybody just like folded real quick, so we're gonna call. See what happens. Another fold and a check. So we flopped a deuce. I can definitely see someone having an 8 or anything here. We're gonna bet 200. This is where position in poker is the most powerful thing, because you see what everybody does first, and then you can act accordingly. So we got a fold and a call. 5 of spades on the turn, which brings in a couple straight draws. We're gonna bet again, just tell him that we don't want him drawing out on us, and or if he already got there, we're gonna bet 550. And that takes it down right there, guys. So position is power. We're gonna fold queen 6 because that's disgusting. Ace 10 on the button, even better. Raise again, 300. We bet a little more that time because there's not a lot of people in the game right now. As you can see, there's only 4-handed play. People are only probably going to play premium hands, and this guy's going to call because he doesn't like us raising so much. Jack 9-5, rainbow, bets 100. We're going to raise 400, 4-bet him. And we weren't raising with nothing, buddy. If we get a re-raise, then that means he's probably got a pair. But he's probably going to bet here again. That means he does have something. So he bets 1480. Honestly, it looks like a draw. I think we should go all in and scare him off the hand on the button. See what he does. I think that'll work. Yep. So we outplayed that man. Ace high. To be honest, I really thought he had nothing. Like he was just raising us because I'm sorry, he wasn't raising us, he was just betting into us because he knows we play a lot of hands and he expected us not to have a hand there. So a lot of leveling going on in this game. A lot of leveling. Like I said, poker is like mental warfare. It really is. Does he have a big hand or is he bluffing? You don't know because you don't know what's in his hand, but usually what I do, guys, is I just go with my first instinct. It's not my gut. It's just the first thing that comes to my mind. What should I do? Should I fold here? And usually that's the right decision to make. Sometimes I might find myself in a difficult spot, so it's kind of hard to think. But then again, like I said, if you do not know what to do, the best option is to, obviously check or fold. So check, fold, check out is what they like to call it. So we are gaining more people, guys. Pocket eights. We're definitely going to raise again. Like I said, we're playing a lot of hands today. People probably don't think that we're, repping too huge right now. Because we keep getting called. So we got a call on the button. That man called us again, and he called us as well. So Jack 3, 7, 2 spades. The last time this flop happened was the last hand we played, actually. So that man bets 500. Really the only thing that's beating us here is a jack. So I think we should call and find out what happens on the turn. Even though this man behind us on the button did fold, his action was still there, but this guy might, he said he bets the same amount, which kind of makes me worried. But we're gonna raise 1,500. Tell him that, hey, we got a hand, bud. So he calls. 3 on the river, doesn't change much. So if he really did have a jack here, or if he was just going crazy with a 7, I think, okay, bet 100. Why would you bet 100? That bet is just too small. We're gonna bet 3,500. I mean, he's obviously got something here. Why would he bet 100 just to fold it? That makes no sense. So he's probably gonna call this. I definitely see him calling this. Oh, he folds. Wow. Okay, this guy's just terrible. Okay, guys, so we have grinded our way back from losing around, I want to say 5K back to our original buy-in, and now we're up about 1,500. So we got pocket fours here in the big blind. There was a re-raise, and 2 calls. So honestly, pocket fours looks nice. And we have been playing a lot of hands, but we should fold this just because of the action. Which means big hands are being repped here, which means our pocket fours are not doing well against any of those hands, especially with this kind of flop. Hello? 6-7 offsuit versus queen deuce? Oh! Wow, that was interesting. Alright, ace tray on the button. That man left after that too. I guess we'll play our button. We'll just call though. How many hands are we in? Okay, next hand will be our 40th hand. So we're not up really. Oh, wow. Okay, so we flop trips, and the man bets. Huh. So it's really unlikely for someone to have an ace here. Why that man bet, I don't know. But we are on the button, and we flop trips. So, of course, we're going to put in a raise here. What do these people have? Really, the only hand we're losing to is an ace with a better kicker or pocket four. So we're going to raise. We're going to raise 1,200 because there's a lot of pot, a decent amount of the pot, and a bunch of people calling, which I don't like. So we'll probably see a lot of folds here. Especially if nobody has an ace, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that guy has an ace." But just because we're on the button and we got this like loose image going on, we might get a call, depending on what people have. Really the only hand I see calling here is another ace. Or maybe a 4, especially because we've been playing a lot of hands. So that man called, and we're about at the same chip stack, but it kind of worries me a bit. Because if he does have an ace, well, we're not doing so good here. So we're going to bet to put that man all in, and we're going to bet 30,200. Because that'll put him all in, and if he has an ace here, he'll call. So he folds, and let's see what this man has here. So he called King Queen. Wow. So we got a nice pot there. Don't know why that man called with King Queen. That made no sense. That Queen was just kind of lucky for us because that gave him a 2 pair. Wow, I'm a little bit stunned on that hand. Why would you continue in the hand with King Queen? Not sure what was going on there. Alright guys, we're coming near to the end of our session. We're on hand 47. We're going to try and play these last couple hands because we're up a bit. We have chips to play with. We got ace 5 offsuit. I almost said a spades. Ugh. We had this nice looking pretty ace a couple times today, so we're going to call it the ace 5. 8, 7 deuce, 2 clubs. This is a pretty weird flop for us. It's hard for anybody to rep a big hand here when they all raise pre-flop. I think we should raise, or I'm sorry, we should bet around 650. I think that's a good bet. We could hit potentially a couple turn cards here. Obviously not giving us like the nuts or anything. Somebody just min raises us, so I think we'll call that. Why not? We got chips to play with. So we did hit a gut shot for if a 3 comes. Also, if a 6 comes, we also have a straight. So that's an interesting card for us. Man, if this man has the clubs, we're already losing. He's already got us drawing dead. I guess we'll fold. We timed out anyway. So that man called and we would have missed. So good fold for us. I was thinking for a couple minutes though. I mean seriously, if one of these guys has the clubs, we're drawing dead. So that man went all in. We would have been faced with that, and he did have the clubs. Something just didn't feel right to me in that hand. So, all right, guys, last hand of the session, and it's 9 deuce. That's unfortunate. That's a terrible hand. So we're gonna fold, and we're gonna sit out, check out our stats. So, total out of 24 out of 50 hands that we played, we saw the flops. So 48%. We played about half the hands, which is good. 4 out of 7 times we played well in the big blind and the small blind, so that's 57%. I'm sorry, 57%, and 16 out of 36 times in other positions. So we were just playing hands all over the place. We played a lot. So wow, this is interesting. Pots won at showdown, 1 of 4. Wow, so we only went to showdown once. We won 1 out of 4 of those, 25%. Pots won without showdown, 9. Wow, we won so many pots without even show. That is fantastic because the less you have to show at a poker game, the better, because the more you show your hand, the more information that your opponents can use that knowledge against you. So that also means we bluffed a lot, and which we kind of did, but that's fantastic. Great session today, guys. That means we won a total of 10 out of 13 pots that we were involved in, so that's really good. We're only up about, what was that, 2K, I think? Yeah, we're up about 2K from that sesh. We've been playing about exactly an hour actually as I'm going over the stats. But yeah, great session. We ended up losing a lot in the beginning of the session, around 5K, and we worked all the way up back to even, and then we ended up leaving the session here +2. So also guys, I apologize for any of the outside noise that you hear other than my voice. There was some action going on downstairs, and obviously I have dogs and things, so I hope it wasn't too loud, but I thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoy. If you have a comment, leave it down below, and I will see you in the next session. Peace out, guys.